I couldn't just lay by and wonder what I could have made mine. I'm closing on the moment, no one's gonna hold me down.
I packed my suitcase, headed out the door. I keep my shoes laced, 2,000 miles away from home. A couple dollars in my pocket, never stopped the boy before. I load my bags and hit the road.
I'm bulletproof, don't ever lose. Put the evil in the devil, let him let it loose. I'm an earthquake, make your bones shake. There's no question I'm the king, I always dominate. A force to be reckoned with, better remember it. Look at what I can do, walking all over you. Incredible, it's criminal, I never lose. I'm bulletproof. I'm bulletproof, don't ever lose. Put the evil in the devil, let him let it loose. I'm an earthquake, make your bones shake. There's no question I'm the king, I always dominate. A force to be reckoned with, better remember it. Look at what I can do, walking all over you. Incredible, it's criminal, I never lose. I'm bulletproof.
Days gone, I won't waste another one. Oh, that darkness, it won't set me back again. Oh, I'm not asleep or awake. I won't let the future escape.
We're
shake the ground. Oh, this lightness, it will fill the air around. Oh, I'm not asleep or awake. I won't let the future escape.
Yeah. La 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 la. Yeah. Your
life hits hard, but I hit right back. I never back down, I keep it on track. It's the same day with no problems. I keep rising from the bottom, cause when the sun comes up and I look around, I can feel that love, I can hear that sound. They're never gonna hold me down, I'm higher than the ceiling now. And then I need to worry about, cause I got no problems. I know it's gonna be alright, it's getting better every time. Nobody's gonna kill my vibe, cause I got no problems. Yes, every day was a war. Yeah, it kinda took a while. When they tell me I should stay, I just jump with a smile. Yeah, it's hard until you notice. Everybody's got their moment. When the sun comes up and I look around, I can feel that love, I can hear the sound. Listen up. They're never gonna hold me down, I'm higher than the ceiling now. And then I need to worry about, cause I got no problems. I know it's gonna be alright, it's getting better every time. Nobody's gonna kill my vibe, cause I got no problems. Cause I got no problems. Cause I got no problems. Do you feel a little down? Say it. No problems. Let you in but you out. Sing it. No problems. They're never gonna hold me down, I'm higher than the ceiling now. Have none I need to worry about, cause I got no problems. They're never gonna hold me down, I'm higher than the ceiling now. Have none I need to worry about, cause I got no problems. I know it's gonna be alright, it's getting better every time. Nobody's gonna kill my vibe, cause I got no problems. You feel like something new, you feel like something, you feel like something new, you feel like something. Don't just stop it, doing what you do. When I lay back, holding on to you, feel like something new, yeah. Got my senses here on overload. All my body is for you to hold. Feel like something new, yeah. And I never thought that I got me wanted. Never thought that I never thought that I'd be saying you feel more like a dream, yeah. You feel like something new, you feel like something, you feel like something new, you feel like something. I feel like I'm in another galaxy. Take my time in your eternity. Feel like something new, yeah. And I never thought that I got me wanted. Never thought that I
Here's to the challengers. The ones who don't just settle for decent elo, but hunger for something more. The ones who don't just queue for another match, but prepare for war. You can doubt them, overlook them, count them out, but you can't stop them.
Now I'm with Dupree, who I can see has got tears.
Because they're the ones who practice while others sleep, strategize while others joke, and climb while others stand still. They feel the pressure, the nerves, the weight of every round, but they embrace it. While others play for fun, they play for legacy. Because in this game, every official matters. Every round has a story, and every player has a choice to stay in the comfort of matchmaking or to take the leap.
Let's go.
This is ESEA League, where challengers take their first step.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another beautiful evening of ESEA League for season, I think we're 54 now, so it's been a long one. We've had a lot of these seasons, but again, we're going to be delving into the community, looking at the grassroots and looking to who are the up-and-comers or hopefully, you know, the next future stars. That's what it's about, as well as get a bit of fun going on the mainstream here. You know, we've got some crazy games today. Looks like we are going to be jumping into a few of the different leagues. First one, I can't see it. Oh, there we go. Open 10. Second game we're going to be jumping into is an entry game. And then the third game we're going to be jumping into is another open. So expect some chaos. I feel like this is going to be one of those days where everyone has a lot of fun, including the players in the server. So, you know, some of these players looking to potentially start their careers and move on forward. But again, yes, on your screens, you can see the first match of the evening. It is going to be Hemodroids against Bull Luck. Hemodroids looking like they are a majority English squad. Got a couple of different flags. Not too sure if the flags are accurate or not. But then over on the other side of things for Bull Luck, they are looking almost fully Turkish. I think they are fully Turkish. And both rosters have more than 5 players on them. So a couple of subs. So we'll see who we end up getting in the game. But of course, you know, this being an open 10 game means, you know, anyone can play that is over the average level has to be 10 essentially. So, you know, anyone that's up to 3K, 4K elo can just come and stomp with their buddies if they don't want to play at a higher level, or they can just, you know, play around here. Looking at the players to watch, let's argue that JWMA, I'm going to say Gemma, I'm going to assume the E's turned on its side to a W. You know, this is always the fun stuff. Is potentially one of the players to watch. She's got highest elo on the team to the look of it. In terms of average kills, yeah, he's right up there too. So keep your eyes on him if he's in the game for Hemodroids. And for Bull Luck, for the other side of the curve. For the Turks, what do we have? All right, we got a couple of 2.4K elo members. Ooh, 2.5K, here you go. Avies. So if he's in the game, keep your eyes on them. All right, Avies, 16 kill average. Not too bad. That's an okay average, to be honest. Some of the others have slightly higher averages, so they could just be a squad that packs a big old punch. But I guess we'll see. It is going to be played on the Netherlands, so ping for both teams should be pretty good. You'd expect most of the guys from the UK to probably have a little bit more. But then on the other side of things, let's have a look at the veto and where this one's going to be played. All right, so what have we gotten rid of? No Ancient, no Inferno, no Train, no D2, no Nuke. Oh, Overpass is back in the pool, by the way, guys. You know, last time we did the ESEA League cast, there wasn't an Overpass in the pool, so we didn't get to see it yet. And we're not going to get to see it here. It looks like we did see Hemodroids wanting to play it, but it is going to be Mirage, which on paper, a bit more balanced. Although, if you're watching some other streams that are currently going on, you might think balance could be thrown out the window. There could be a good conversation to be had there. But yeah, we'll see. You know, the guys from Turkey, look at, you know, Turkey's a pretty solid area, a solid region for Mirage. I wouldn't say I know too many UK individuals that are big Mirage lovers, but I guess we'll see what goes on at this level of Counter-Strike. You got to remember, you know, if you've been watching a lot of the super high top level stuff, the tier 1 games, this isn't that. You know, they can try their hardest. It's all about getting that experience. So one day, then maybe, then just maybe, they can be up there with the best of them. They can be the next King Mezzis or, you know, the next Zentaras in these cases. So yeah, we'll see what we end up getting. But I think Mirage is always a fun one, especially at this level. Mirage definitely, you know, the most or one of the most played maps at all levels of Counter-Strike, from the pros to the casuals. It is just, you know, tried and true. It's been here for a long time. So there's a lot that both these teams can do. But what will they do? That's what we're going to find out very shortly together. You know, last time we had the Open 10 game, it was better than the entry game, which we have coming up a little later. So that'll be fun. Right, let's just temper our expectations. It's all about having fun. It's not really about learning, and it may not also be about too much more than that. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. The later on games, of course, hopefully, if everything goes right and everyone turns up, it is going to be Clan Cleaners and Esparta 731. And then for the third game of the night, we will be jumping back into Open 10 EU. Always, it's EU tonight. We're on the EU stuff. But that third game going to be Team Elusive and Addicted Swiss. But alas, we're not there yet. We are not there yet at all. This game between Hemodroids and Bull Luck should be starting momentarily, and we can have a little bit of fun and enjoy the action again here for Season 54 for the ESEA League. If you want to play with your friends as well, you know, just before this one starts, remember, going over to Face It, you can sign up with a bunch of mates. I don't know what the limit is for players on the teams for that level. I think it might be like 7 to 10. I've seen some pretty long rosters around the open areas. So, look, you can have a whole bunch of friends. All sign up, give it a crack, dip your toes in, so to speak, to the idea of competitive Counter-Strike and how that whole realm is going to go for you. But it looks like the 10 players that we're going to be seeing are all in the server. So we're getting Pons, Gemma. This is one. Tassasuo. Let me. Yeah, I got no. House Cat. It's House Cat backwards, guys. It's House Cat backwards. We figured it out. I'm the goat. I'm the goat at reading backwards. Hey. So we got House Cat. Gazelli. I don't think it'd be Giselli. We'll call him Gazelli. And Outdoor Cat. So we've got House Cat and the Outdoor Cat. Beautiful. The dream duo. Going to be knifing for sides here too. And then for Bull Luck, we have EMDT, Crack, Proxy 2K, Avies, and Zeos. So it looks like we are going to get both those players with the what looked like more experience, or at least higher elo on both the teams. So it should be a fun one. Coming through here, it is looking very good for Hemodroids to be starting on their CT side. And if you've been paying attention to all the stats since we have had that update, you know, a few weeks back now, the game is definitely feeling a little bit more CT-sided. So you've seen a few games where that seems to be the case, but then you might have also seen with Overpass coming back, which used to be, you know, one of the most CT-sided maps in the pool. That sometimes can be CT-sided, but we've also seen some very good teams kind of just have their way with the opponents on that T side. Quick pause here, though. But we are just going to go for a sneaky reconnect before getting live, making sure everyone's ping's good, PCs, frames, all that good stuff is happening. And Bull Luck on the T side. What are we going to be starting with here? Just a couple of sets of Kev. EMDT hasn't quite purchased up his set yet. And Hemodroids pretty much full Kev except for Giselli, who's dropped those Julies across to House Cat, which I have to remember is House Cat backwards. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? The classic reconnect. Okay, MDT going for that smoke flash. And again, you know, we are just going to relax and have a great start to what is hopefully not going to be too many tech pauses. You know, he's just disconnected at the start, making sure PC's fully refired up. Everyone's happy. And I do have confirmation that it should start very shortly. So keep your eyes on it. Everyone's back in. I'm hearing some typing. The game should be getting along in just a moment. Here we go. A few players looking over towards the A site here. EMDT. He's buying that util. Do we assume that he is the IGL? Or is he just the guy with the knowledge? You know, it could be multiple big brain individuals. Okay, looking like we are going to go for, is it loud through apps to draw attention away from Palace and then try to force a plant? No. Okay, A split late. Little control at top mid, double unders push. And we'll see where they end up. CT's in pretty good position to deal with this. A site's quite stacked. As long as Housecat up on the balcony is able to find the pump out of Pal. No one coming out of ramp, so he should be safe for the moment. Unless these T's turn around. Oh, didn't matter. Everyone gets cleared. And this is looking like a beautiful round for the boys hailing from Turkey. Avies clears things up there. And it's only one found from Hemodroid. So big T pistol coming through for Bullock. Into the second. Let's see what the future holds for us. Okay, Smoke's trying to signal that they may be looking for some mid control, pump up con. AV is going to be sent in as a bit of a sacrificial lamb. Only that Molly and Mac 10 didn't get a chance to see a thing. Pons takes his head off, and it is going to be the aggression starting over towards that B site instead. Housecat on the back of site wants to play off of the contact and just survive. But the stack's looking good. MDT didn't quite see Giselle up on the box, but will react in time. But here we go. The stack's too strong, and Bullock get torn the hell to shreds. Big read coming through there from Hemodroids to get themselves that second round. And that one, kind of detrimental to that Bullock economy. Heavy investment from almost everyone. And they're going to be forcing right back in. So hoping that they can maybe cause an upset. But look at that. There's going to be 3 AKs carried across from that round. From Hemodroids into the third. That's going to be a lovely little upgrade to the firepower of the CT site. As long as they can keep them alive. Con Molly. Looking for that mid-control. Giselle in a bit of a power position here. Gemma, I wouldn't say he's close enough to really help out. Does have a flash or a HE that he could toss across. Which could set them up. Roxy can't quite find the mark there with the Deagle. Giselle, won't get cleared. They won't get a chance. Smoke going one way, Incend the other. And Giselle finds a little hole there in the offense. Will be able to sneak away. Gemma as well. Gets traded through. Bomb retrieve. Tech 9 making its way up short with an AK now in hand, which makes things awkward. I don't think Outdoor Cat was spotted on the balcony. Certainly doesn't seem that way. But the rotations starting to come through. Outdoor Cat not in the position to deny the plant. So we'll go for the sneaky approach. But I think that was friendly fire. I think they were team flashes. Awkward. Unfortunate. And that's even harder to deal with. Housecat, they know his position, but Avies hits him with some respect, just flanks with the Mac 10. Thought there could have been a knife on the cards, but it's not what we're getting here. Cheeky tactical pause. I'm going to crack the stream open. Let's get chat open so I know what you guys are doing. Where are we? Give me a moment. We will be taking questions of each and every level. I think it's about is it a 2 minute? What's the score line there? 1-1. Yeah, it's about a 2 minute delay on stream. So I will respond as fast as the emails get to me. You know what I'm saying? 30-year-old UK talents, they're my kind of homies. You'd love to see it. Push up top mid, Pons. All gas, no brakes. And he's going to be pumping straight through the guts with another B-site. Only Outdoor Cat to defend, but all three of the remaining Ts are in this vicinity. Avi's going to be trying to swing around and pull this back, but Gemma through the smoke. With patience, waiting for that flash to bloom before that pops. Oh, there's enough to come through the smoke. Lovely coordination there. And Hemo Droids. I keep forgetting the name. I'm still learning the name. But Hemo Droids win the round, okay? It's going to be one of these things where we only get to witness these individuals for 30 minutes to an hour. So we only have a short amount of time. And I've never been good with names, guys. Never been good with names. I'm sorry. This is what happens when all the usernames have been taken. Pretty much. Add 2K to the end, add many other things. Just flick them backwards. And good luck getting through that crossfire. Try to go for the El Clasico right side. Smokes pop out, but look at that. 4 CTs. Very much expecting that kind of pop out of Pal. And it doesn't work. For the Turks this time. Bull luck. We'll be able to buy up again, moving into the 6th to try and keep this game as close as possible. Let's see if they can find what they're looking for. Just default start to the round. Nothing too ambitious. And that'll do it. Gisele was in a decent position on the short side of window. Maybe expecting to be smoked off, but it was just the 2-man swing off the back of a pop flash, which didn't quite connect. Hemo Droids now a man down. Bull luck doubles up that man advantage. And was in a bit of a risky position. Solo there with the bomb is always a choice, but in his position looked like he must have been up on the shelf. And is able just to go for a safer rotation all the way back. Outdoor Cat, the only remaining member towards the B site. 2 players sneaking in through under and maybe an opportunity to find a line on crack, but Shadow Advantage gives him a huge pick there. And it's not looking too easy for Gemma and Pons to get back into this round. I'd say you just save, especially with an AK in plate. And Avies. He's communicated that, heard all the info. And you can see the Bull luck are very interested in going for a hunt already. Some kind of awkward shots going through there. Avies deals with them eventually. Oh, and Pons just not going to be spotted. Knife out for a couple of individuals. Could have been a mistake. But there's a few too many men for Pons to deal with, and not expecting that wrap from CT yet. This game will continue to be as close as nails. Slow approach to the round again. CT's looking to fight for mid. It has been pretty successful for them. In comes Bull luck though. Sending the postcard with that flash, telling the CTs to get out of dodge. Dump and smoke towards unders. Proxy as well. Looking to crack open the can of the A site. Even at the moment, but no one's cleared under Balk. Proxy. Crucial mistake made. And the crossfire as well from jungle is too much for Bull luck to get through. 1v4 for EMDT, and he is not expecting that wrap on the right side. We'll hear the footsteps thunder in his direction, but can't do a thing about it. That's going to be a fourth again for Hemodroids, who will just barely hold on to the lead. Can someone give me a bit more perspective as to how do these does this league or teams compare to major leagues? Okay. Probably, I'm going to assume experience. You know, I'd argue, yes, experience. A lot of the players that are still in, you know, the pro league have been playing for many older iterations of the game. You know, there's a few that just started in CSGO and came up from there, but a lot, you know, started over 10 years ago, back in the old Source days, some even, you know, from 1.6, but you're looking at more towards the older players that are currently towards the top level of the scene. And there are a few of those. There are some of those that play, you know, your opens and stuff. And the problem is I'm not super aware of the experience of all these teams. I could go to their Faceit profile and check every single one and see their hours and stuff like that and tell you. But yeah, it's generally going to be experience as well as skill level. You know, the players that are playing at the top, they have perfect protocols. They know how to communicate as a team. They know how to play professionally and how to operate kind of as a unit more. You know, it's all about, you know, each team's strategy and theory, as well as the understanding of how they all want to play the game. You've heard about like teams having different styles and stuff. At this level, I feel like a lot of teams don't really have identity, or if they do, it's a bit more raw, right? They're just like, yo, we're just going to be a team that goes out dry a lot. We'll swing through smokes. We'll be that really annoying team to deal with for other players of just like low level 10 elo gameplay, right? That's what you're going to expect here. Like maybe a bit more coordination. People, some of the people in these teams might be bringing more experience from, you know, previous years. Some could be relatively new, and this is their first chance at ever playing in a competitive game. So it may look sometimes a bit more like a pug or just like a random matchmaking game. But other times you'll notice that there is just like nice little elements of team play. And at the top level, you're just going to see that way more often. And that's the difference. You know, that's the difference. I hope that was explained short in a nice, I hope that was a nice summary for you. You know, I feel like I said a lot, but I feel like I didn't say enough. You know what I mean? Too much CS. Right, Bullluck able to take that mid control, starting to work their way up. Con and Pons has no idea. Oh, that was an opening. That was an opportunity. EMDT going a little too late. Let the reload go the whole way through before making his move. Trade is at least there. M4 retrieved. Okay. Bullluck could be in with a shot. Bomb going to be retrieved at the minute mark. And Avies as well has been tickled by the flame. Outdoor Cat was hoping he could catch a timing. But then Gemma as well not going to be cleared on that drop to sight. Bomb starting to make its way this direction. Hits that Yui, goes back towards A. 30 seconds to make his way through spawn, get control and plant. And that is going to be the anchor down, which makes things a whole lot easier. I don't know if they're aware of Giselle's position just yet, but you can see that they are going to risk not clearing Pal. Zeos close towards CT, just looking for some kind of control, and in comes the bomb, in comes the plant. But Gemma, oh, just barely won't peek in time. Missed opportunity to deny it. But still a chance in the round. Giselle firing up with another one. It's that flash to try and send himself and Gemma forward. Smoke on sight. Gives a, good amount of space for these T's to try and play around, but it's Giselle to do it all in the retake. Two big picks with the AWP. That Smoke just isolating a couple of fights there for himself. And that's going to be 6 on the board. So, Hemodroids, slowly but surely, making this look a little more one-sided. However, with 3 rounds left in the half, there is definitely a chance for Bullluck to try and climb that ladder back. Keep it close like it has mostly been so far this half. Mid-control, looking to be the call to order. This time, Giseli flicks a little too far and then runs into the wall. Ooh. That was quite unfortunate. Looked like he wanted to get a bit more aggressive at mid. That's cost him his life. Deep smoke crack, though. Walking through a smoke into Gemma. Not a good way to go out. Really giving him an opportunity to fight back. Everyone just hunting for any kind of damage through these smokes. But Hemodroids in 4v4 happy just to give some mid control. They've got the info that they're looking for. And Housecat as well, playing retake on A. Double up on the B site. That door Cat, ooh, spots the bomb. And this could be a huge opportunity for Hemodroids to try and get the rotate in, but they won't stay alive on site. Pons now 1v4 here, still waiting for Housecat to help him out. An EMDT, nice timing on the peak to get that trade. 1v3 angle. He's going to give it a crack, but walking straight into the crosshair usually doesn't go that well. But alas, EMDT ready for the door swing, and that's going to be 6-4. Quick stock take of the economy. You can see Hemodroids could buy up here. It'll be a bit of a mixed bag. Giseli, Mr. Moneybags could drop across to the look of it. I don't think that there's another gun on the ground, but he's going to go for the AWP instead, and Pons is just low util. Bullluck, on the other hand, with a win like that, what was it, 3 alive at the end? There, right as rain for everything. MDT can drop a AK across. Crack can get full util. We've got a cheeky little pause coming through in the meanwhile. So who are the power players so far for both these teams? Pons, 15-7. Looking like he's having a good day on Mirage. And Bullluck, on the other hand, what have we got going on over here? More of an effort by committee. You know, AVs and Zeos a little further in front for the 10 rounds played so far. And the other 3, you know, low numbers in the kill department. But hey, we've all been there. And it's still early days. Not even half time yet. Do bigger teams recruit players from these teams? Like, they could, but bigger teams wouldn't look at open unless there's some, like, phenoms that are coming through. Some guys playing, getting incredibly high numbers. But then even then, those players would go to a main team, then an advanced team, before they would get into a challenger team. You know, that's why when you look at ESEA and all the different levels and different leagues, this is the bottom. And on paper, every advanced and main and challenger team should be able just to sort of, you know, have their way with teams of this caliber. And that's kind of what it's all about. You know, climbing the competitive ladder from the bottom to the top. If that's what you're after as a competitive player. Of course, us mere casuals just do it to make number go up and have fun, right? It's like even at the moment, right? You got Simple playing in tier 2. He's on the new BC game level roster. Even some of the initial names around him were people that no one really knows, right? So they're trying to build themselves a colossus, so to speak, around big names. Hold that thought, though. This round looking pretty good for Bullluck. I thought that Hemodroids were definitely in charge. But Bullluck doing some lovely work towards the B side here to crack things open. Missed chance. Beacon's advantage coming through for Giseli, and Proxy can't hold in the post plant. So Hemodroids will be able to find themselves at least the majority. Still with a chance to go 8-4 at the half, their money's looking pretty good to do that. You look at the other side of things, at least that bomb plant goes down. So you'll see 2 or 3 AKs coming through here, but the utility is lacking. Although EMDT, happy just to go for the MAC-10 to find himself with as much as possible, and similar for AVs. Although he's gone back to the AK. Looking to play shooty shoot instead of throwy throw. You know what I mean? 2-1-2 split for Hemodroids. Bull luck. Yeah, relatively default. Looking like they were going to try to target this A site. Now they kind of have to. Only one player remaining at mid after getting that smoke cracked. Giselle. Lovely first kill. Ooh, and with TopCon, window player, not too far away. Housecat does have himself a helping hand, although Pond's making a world of noise, drawing attention away. Eyes on unders. This has happened one too many times, and it's Zeos off the ladder to find Housecat in midair. Giselle, fighting for the jungle control, could be the difference maker, and he certainly will be. Keeps it to the 2v2. Space to plant, which is planted for CT, not where Crack is playing from. And Zeos, with low health, kind of wants to be that first man to play. Goes under balcony. Smoke to pal. Emo droids clearing bit by bit, but the angle that Crack's holding is way too good. And Zeos swinging off the contact. It was perfectly played even in the post plant. So both of them have to be happy with that. To find themselves 5 on the T side as we flip things up. No pause though. No halftime break. We are getting right back into the action. Grouped up. Looking to do it together here for Hemodroids. Proxy with the info. Falls back. Draws the rotation. Boys to arrive to the party in time. And Outdoor Cat not quite ready for that smoke push. Deos with a 4K and almost all 5 in a mere couple of seconds. What? Hang on. Pons is alive. Pons is kicking. But not hard enough. Oh my lord. 4K into 3K into bloody chaos. And this is why we love watching a little bit of Open League, because moments like that can happen out of nowhere, out of absolutely nowhere. Ridiculous scenes. Let's see how the start of the round goes. Not too good. So yeah, back to chat. Orcuceris. Yeah, there were moments where Simple showed what he's capable of back in S tier, but then there was also, those couple of games that everyone saw where it didn't really go super well. But hey, he's been off the big stage for a while and made it pretty far given the circumstances, So yeah, I guess, look, a little bit more time in Tier 2, just getting used to playing Comp CS again. Maybe what he needs. All the best to him. All right, into the 15th. All luck tying up the game here. Zeos unable to connect with the smoke spam. And Aves gets destroyed at unders. So aggression, not the key to this round for Bull Luck, at least not just yet. Outdoor Cat cracking things open with the fast B split, but the bomb is down in an annoying to retrieve position. It's been left in spawn essentially. No one taking that towards up, towards short, and because of that, we're going to see the A site open for the taking, which it has been. Pons 21-10 now after cracking that and looking to hold on to it. Bomb coming this direction. They also have Housecat out at E-Box. It's a weird position for Bull Luck to try and play from. They don't know which way that bomb's going, but now it's all up to Proxy in the 1v3, who currently has the element of surprise, but that's about all he's got going for him. 6 and 10, not having the best game. Oh, and I believe that ladder player should have heard him. Looks away at the wrong moment. Only half clears the window. And that's going to be 7 to 8. Hemo Droids out into the lead again after finding their first round for the half. Lovely entry. Pond's feeling crispy in some of these rounds. Unfortunately, he doesn't get traded out. He was just on that solo mission towards the A site. The other 4, the pack, starting to make their way up short. Molly forces Avies to go aggro. The T's not capitalizing on that one. Hard crossfire works pretty damn well, and Avies eventually going to be able to find double. So nice little trades coming through there. But in the 2v2, you would still back Hemo Droids. Avies, he's feeling it though. Put himself those couple of shots and almost had the right crosshair placement. But Gisele staying alive is hitting some crackers to keep him in it. 9 and 7 Hemo Droids. Stretching out the lead yet again. Four more needed to get that dub. And Bull Luck, no money coming into this one. Just going for the deco. A couple of sets of Kevlar in there. 4-1 split for Hemo Droids. Housecat looking to find some information here with the MAC-10. Flashing forward. We'll just back away. Had good info on 2 of the 5 individuals. Thinking maybe it's a stack there. Maybe I shouldn't give him a MAC-10. DMDT, just for the P250. He's jiggling in a slightly dangerous position there, but gets the info he's looking for. Gemma goes the jiggers up, so goes loud. Looks to create space. Him and Gisele going to be doing just that. Zeos given an opportunity. A couple of unfortunate sprays don't get the job done, but the H-cheese will finish what the gun started. Okay, Proxy, nasty little deed there. Wants to keep on fighting. The more damage, the merrier. With the extra kill rewards for the CT side. Ooh, Balaclava seen, but Gisele ready for the repeat and crack now. 1v3. Just looking to deny anyone an exit over towards the market side, but it's short that Hemo Droids are interested in. Crack can at least keep that Kev into the next. And, ooh, maybe a little bit more. Here's those footsteps coming up. Con, I believe he's been seen. And is just going to run for his own life. Look at that. Hemo Droids, the first team to make it into the double digits. Get in closer and closer. Yeah, I think Simple's playing right now. He's playing a bit of the Challenger League, which is what the individuals on your screen will be aspiring to. Flashes going left, right, and center, but mid-control will be taken by Hemo Droids. Again, going for the 4-1 split. This time it's Pons to try and make his way out of PAL. Will take a casualty with him. It's a swift trade with Proxy swinging around. Avies letting Hemo Droids know where he's playing from. Hunting for some free damage through the smoke, but won't be able to find too much. We've got 2 players in ladder, 1 going under, so B-split getting postured for. bombing apps with Gisele and Gemma. And the other two look to put some pressure on the other extremity. EMDT and Avies. You're looking at that crossfire. Avies can take that contact, get the info from the apps push. And EMDT, likewise. Just keeping eyes over towards short. There's that info that they're looking for. Flash to try and slow things down, but Housecat going to be taking EMDT out of the fray. In comes the swift rotation from many of the Bullluck members. Zeos can't quite slice them apart. Housecat, sorry, going to be able to at least shoot one straight back. And now he's in a solid position for everyone else to swing off. If Bullluck decide they want to go for this one. And look, with an AWP and an AK, you just safe here every day. Housecat got aggressive, which may have just given an opening back to Bullluck. Or is it just the bait? Is it just going to be suffocation of their economy? Lovely crosshair placement for the push out of market, and he wants a little bit more. Almost able to find that one, but it just is not quite connecting, and that time is ticking down further and further. That Cat going to get it done with the gun instead. As now, Hemodroids have kind of found their groove. Oh, the half clear. And with those picks, just like that, you can see a 3v2 thrown away by Bullluck. Maybe getting a little bit too annoyed by the position they were in. Bomb going to be left away. Gemma looking to create space after knowing where Crack's position was. Guns back out. Sight control in his hand. But Crack, just barely missing the timing there. Try and deny the plant. Gisele back towards Van and making a world of noise as he gets up on the balcony, but Crack has found a timing out. But Gemma is that little bit too sharp for him to deal with. 12-7. Looking pretty good for Hemodroids. One round needed and a lot of map points to play with here. Instant window getting lined up by, who's that in the mid spawn? 7, Gemma. So we'll see if they go for that mid control. Again, it has been working for them. 4-1 splits. Looking like a better form of a default than just, you know, spreading all across the map. Avies. Oh, won't be able to fight fire with fire. But Crack gets in the mix early. Denying that pressure from the A side of the map. And the bomb's been left again with Hemodroids making their way up short already. Okay. Smoke break. Gonna give the info that they were hoping for. Proxy repositioning. With the smoke fade, EMDT. He's gonna be able to snatch one away with a Gemma on short. Awkward fight. Outdoor Cat just moving while he's shooting, and that's not a good way to go down. And Bullluck now in a very good position to keep themselves alive here. Bro, it ain't GG yet. Don't say GG in the chat. That's disrespectful. Gisele. Oh my lord. He's been so good in these man-down positions. Incredible at just locking in some of these rounds for Hemodroids. Cat going to be able to find the leg of Crack just lurking at the back of triple. And in the 1v2, Zeos. Can he save the day? AWP in hand. One of the hardest weapons to get these refrags with. But I'm seeing a little lineup. Although Housecat's on one side of Con, Gisele on the other. And Zeos, this is not the weapon. This is not the tool you want to be walking through a smoke with. Mate, can he do it? Smoke fade gets the first. No scopes the job. And Zeos sticking it to win it, but the info is there. And Gisele, again, MVP. My MVP for sure. Pons did great work, but big old Gisele, mate, you have brought that one to the close. That is in bloody sanity. And I I'm very happy that we got to go watch that game. That was great, guys. I am keen to see what we get next, though. You know, that open game, beautiful, marvelous, spectacular even. Some very solid gameplay, but that was a Mirage game, right? Like, if you watch any Mirage game, you're going to get these tried and tested little strategies. So it's good to see that these teams were able to execute that well and have a pretty good showing, a good knowing of exactly what they kind of needed to do. Now, moving forward, we need to say, firstly, congratulations to Hemo Droids. Thanks for coming. Good job. And also to Bull Luck. Look, you guys did what you could. You guys had a solid crack at it. But again, you know, I think they were potentially even like one game ahead in the season so far. So, look, now we're all tied up. It's just going to be one of them things, right? Going to be one of them things. And we got more action to get to first. We got Clan Cleaners and Esparta, which should be that second game of the day. That's going to be over towards Entry. And hey, if you know anything about Entry, it's that it should look a little bit more chaotic than what we just saw. You know, maybe some decision making will be a little all over the spot. But hey, I am ready to see what we get from these two teams, Clan Cleaners and Esparta 7-3-1. Going to be coming at you right after the break.
They told me go to what you love. I never knew what that was, but even when I make time, I think of all I've given up. I wish it wouldn't be so hard, 'cause you're the one that gets slided. You say I don't make time for anyone, and you ask my mind is occupied. It's hard to vent, I understand. Have you ever lost someone, but know that there was more? I don't wanna be tied, hanging by your side. I don't wanna be tied, tethered to my pride. Hate to waste your time. Go and live your life. It's something that I've felt for some time. But as a moment when time go by, safety nets are overrated. Yeah, if you make one, you will fall. Too much of a temptation. Yeah, there's a comfort in the crawl. Now I've been on my feet too long. I know I'm strong, just looking for some solid ground, so I can start to run. I don't wanna be tied, moving so my pride.
I pack my suitcase, headed out the door. I keep my shoes laced. 2,000 miles away from home. A couple dollars in my pocket, never stopped the boy before. I load my bags and hit the road.
Miles past, turning back, found my track, face the fact, she a cold one. Never gonna settle for none. Stay up every night till I won. Don't want a slow rise now. I'm confident opulence isn't a long ride out. When I look back now, I'm astounded. A quiet boy from old age, but always felt the world was a stage, yeah. I celebrate one last late night. My old life ain't staying.
I pack my suitcase, headed out the door. I keep my shoes laced. 2,000 miles away from home. A couple dollars in my pocket, never stopped the boy before. I load my bags and hit the road.
I'm headed to LA. I'm headed on my way. I'm headed on my way to LA. Headed on my way to
Couple thousand miles, throw it on the dash. Shit, 10,000 hours, can't let them pass. Yeah, well, I was putting time in, you was pulled up wildin'. You always had shit to say, now when I see you, it's silence. Thought I'd have a Grammy by 25. Commas after commas next to dollar sign, yeah. Had to remind myself why I'm living this life. Look at all the late nights, it'll all come in due time, yeah.
made for the fight, for the pain and the climb. Tied to the life I chose. Stay through the night, another day, not a dime. Race against time. I couldn't just lay by and wonder what I could have made mine. I'm closing on the moment, no one's gonna hold me down.
I pack my suitcase, headed out the door. I keep my shoes laced. 2,000 miles away from home. A couple dollars in my pocket, never stopped the boy before. I load my bags and hit the road.
I'm bulletproof, don't ever lose. Put the evil in the devil and I'm let it loose. I'm an earthquake, make your bones shake. There's no question I'm the king, I always dominate. A force to be reckoned with, better remember it. Look at what I can do, walking all over you. Incredible, it's criminal. I never lose, I'm bulletproof.
Here's to the challengers. The ones who don't just settle for decent elo, but hunger for something more. The ones who don't just queue for another match, but prepare for war. You can doubt them, overlook them, count them out, but you can't stop them.
Now I'm with Dupree, who I can see has got tears.
Because they're the ones who practice while others sleep, strategize while others joke, and climb while others stand still. They feel the pressure, the nerves, the weight of every round, but they embrace it. While others play for fun, they play for legacy. Because in this game, every official matters. Every round has a story, and every player has a choice to stay in the comfort of matchmaking or to take the leap.
Let's go.
Let's
you.
go.
This is ESEA League, where challengers take their first step.
That's you. You're the challengers. And that's where you got to take your first step right here. And we're going to look at a couple of these steppers as well. Going into the entry levels, we're going into the very first steppers. We're talking about baby steps. So we'll see how these individuals fare moving into our second game of the day, which is, of course, going to be Clan Cleaners and Esparta 731. Both teams currently 5-3 here in EU entry. So we'll see where they end up. Who's going to find that 6 in the dub column? Who's going to find that 4 in the L column? But again, hey, I'm looking at both these teams, and I'm seeing... Actually, entry must have like a different thing. Entry, I think, is you have to be playing, or the majority of your team has to be playing for the first time. Because I'm seeing someone that's 3,100 elo on one of these teams. I thought it was going to be, a little bit lower, but hey, we're looking a little bit higher. So we'll see what we end up getting over on the other side as well. We got a couple of 3.1k elo individuals. So it should, on paper, be a pretty good matchup. Sorry to sell it short a little earlier. So the baby steps that we're talking about just turn into big babies. Babies with great genetics. Let's put it that way. We are going to have a Polish team, which is Clan Cleaners. Majority of which are Polish. I'm seeing a Japanese flag, but hey, could be a fake flag. You never know. Over on the other side for Esparta, it is looking... I'm thinking this is mixed. We got US, we got UK, we seen a Fiji flag. I don't know if anyone's Fijian over here, as well as some Spanish flags. So, hey, this one's just open to interpretation. I'm going to check if Mr. Spain is actually from Spain. Let's check his Steam profile. This will give us the in-depth info on these guys that we need. And it's got nothing for me. It doesn't have where he lives. So, hey, we tried. We tried. And it's all about how much effort you put in these scenarios. What about Mr. South Korea? Let's see where he's from. Got a profile, Steam profile. What you got for me, mate? He's just got an anime profile picture. So you know what that means? He's someone to be reckoned with. So he's one of our players to watch. That is Life and Death, a.k.a. Where are we looking at? Woxers. What else we got with the US flag? No, I'm checking this Fijian flag. Why we got a Fijian flag floating around? Are we Fijian? I don't know if I've met a Fijian CS player. So, hey, who knows where they're from? They just got mixed flags and hidden profiles. So, alas, could be anyone from anywhere. That being said, let's have a quick look at the veto and where we're going to be playing this matchup. This evening, we're going to be on the German servers, and we get to see some overpass, which makes Big Mac, that's me, very excited. I haven't got a chance to really watch too much overpass at whatever level yet, but let's see what these teams are cooking up in the entry level of ESEA League. It's an interesting one. In terms of the way the meta has been playing out towards that top level, tier 1 level, it hasn't really changed. Most of the same things are still happening, although, you've got some slight adjustments in the utility. And again, as you can see, this is where entry is, right? So you go open, into entry, into intermediate, main, advanced. So I was wrong because I forgot the pathway. The word entry really threw me off. But hey, look, it's a little bit higher of a skill ceiling on paper than what we're going to be getting from the open games. And yeah, from here, these teams are trying to play into intermediate, into main, and then advanced. Then we also got this whole new situation going on the other side where ESEA Elite is going to be a thing out of open qualifiers, which can then, I guess that's like a fast track way into ESL Challenger League. But again, like the advanced players, I'm pretty sure that puts them in a position to go into the Challenger League. They've got that LAN at DreamHack as well, which is going to be Challenger teams as well as advanced teams. And then that LAN at DreamHack is going to have some slots directly into Pro League. So there is a way to get there for many of these teams, and it's going to be able to show, you know, some of these more grassroots teams and give these grassroots teams a chance to play with the big dogs eventually. That's going to be Pro League season. What are we up to for that? 26, 24, 22? One of them. I don't know. My brain's all lost. I need to crank open Liquidpedia for that one. But again, I guess another thing we can talk about, you know, if you did make it to Pro League and managed to get yourself in that Tier 1 competition, I think it's the second season of next year is going to be over in Poland. You guys saw that. So we are going back to the Spodek, but this time not for IEM Kato. We're going back to the Spodek for ESL Pro League finals in 3 seasons time. So it is going to be a little while away, but we are, you know, of course, going to Krakow instead. There's no more IEM Kato. So we get to go to Poland 2 times in the year for the Tier 1 circuit, which is kind of sick for all the Polish CS fans out there, you know, and I haven't been to Krakow before, so it'll be really sick to go there next year and check all that out. But again, one of these teams, Clan Cleaners, are majority Polish, so we'll see if they can make it there, because I'm sure they are aspiring to play in the Spodek and whatever the name of the Krakow stadium is one day. I can't pull that one off the top of my head, unfortunately. But hey, game's not too far away. Looks like it is live. Esparta 731. Let's just assume that they're from all over Europe, and Clan Cleaners, the Polish powerhouses. They've got many names on the roster, so I don't know who to expect in there. But yeah, they got some players that have higher elo than others. So we'll see if 540 Hertz God, their 3.1k elo player, is going to be playing. What else we got? We got like 2.7. We got 2.4, 2.8. Let's have a look. Okay. We are into the game, into the server. And who do we have? 540 Hertz God. He's the top fragger ahead of time on paper for Clan Cleaners. We got Neil, Walter, Yuki Hiname. It's kind of like Yuki Aim, but maybe it's Yuki Hiname. Mate, I don't know about that one. And Zuku 666. And then for Esparta, we got Apathy, we got Woxers. I'm going to call you mate, no, I'm just going to call you Co, by the way, because I don't know what 4EP means. Forest, hey, wait. Fake Forest, not real Forest. I was just double checking that one. Is it? No, it has to be. 822 games, Fake Forest. But look, the second coming of Forest even. We got Kapobo and yep. Oh. Something's happening. Unfortunately, we've been kicked from the server. Hey, welcome back to my room. Do you like it? Hopefully the power stays on. It is summer in Malta, so anything can happen around these parts with the power. Click your fingers. Boom. I'm gone. Didn't happen. I was hoping that it'd be like a curse and maybe it would happen and it'd be funny, but we didn't get that. Anyway, game should be back shortly. They were still in knife. They were just in knife round, so we'll figure out who is where after said knife round. It's looking like Clan Cleaners are just selecting sides, but we are back into the game. Hopefully the Go TV is, you know, plays by the book and doesn't kick us out of this game. German server. So Co4EP. By the way, he's got a... Wait, he's got 74 ping? But he's got the UK flag. I'm feeling like... Is this team like Russian with fake flags? The ping's all over the shop, mate. I don't know. I don't know what we're going to be getting here. Yeah, we got some 72s, 56s, 35s, 40s. They are literally just a mixed team from all over Europe to the look of it. And then, yeah, on the other side of things, yeah, full Polish. 22 ping, 34, 31, 22. So we'll see where we end up. But alas, game's live. Let's get it going for the second game of the evening. ESEA League Season 54. Entry level. What have they got in store for us? Bit of a con pop. Maybe a split up top with a few going towards Fountain. Wox is in a, I wouldn't say a solid position as he does get cleared. Took one with him. Awkward angle to fight for both sides. And Kapobon Potu. He did something. I was too focused on the name. Kodo. Going to be able to pick one up on Danila, and we're going to see that bomb try to make its way back towards the B site. 2-2 split for Esparta. They are going to be sending Apathy down. Looking like you look at, they're just in time. Forest falling, won't be able to anchor it up like you hoped for, but the cross has not come in just yet. Smoke on short to create a little bit of space. Ooh, and shots at range. USP should be favored, but it is just chip damage going both ways. 2v2 for the retake. And Esparta, I believe both players have been seen now. Zuku to stop that wrap, but Yuki in the meanwhile can't stop a thing. Neither can anyone. Kepabon Po2. God damn, man. This is going to be a long game. If this guy's really good, like, this is going to feel like a really long game. The more I have to say his name, the harder it's going to get. Into the second. Oh, we have XM action. Something that, you know, we don't get too often. But Overpass has a few positions where that thing can pack a punch. Short being one of them, Con being the other. I guess you can also probably make it work towards the A side or bathrooms, depending on where you're playing. But alas, Clan Cleaners have fought up. Bomb Plant's given them that extra bit of cash. Boxers boosted. Going to be able to find that nifty little pick in towards short. And Clan Cleaners reroute back towards that A site. 2-3 split. Looks like Ko is going on the exploration with this XM. Bomb cleared out, as is short. And now info on the long members. Fast flank going to be coming forward. But speaking of Boxers ready. Oh, the MAC-10 is going to be able to tear through the rifles. A little too far away to have too much efficacy with this XM. There is a rifle on the ground which he could retrieve, as Forest's position is also known, going loud on the rotation up. Clan Cleaners, plenty of time here to go either way. And Nilot with the MAC-10 at this range. Oh, it's looking good for him with that pick. Do you just go to B? They don't know exactly where Ko's coming from. And he's going to try and make the read that it is a B hit. But the bomb's been just down at default, which Clan Cleaners, I don't think, well, I think they thought Esparta knew that, but Esparta didn't see it. Koet will at least have some form of an element of surprise if he goes this direction. Yeah, double guessing himself. Running one way, then the other, going super loud through maze. He is all gas, no brakes on this one. He's trying to figure out exactly where he's coming from. Nilot, 1 HP. Opting for the AWP instead, but Ko going up towards site, which is exactly what Clan Cleaners want. With him up here. Oh, he ain't going to be able to escape away with his life. Zuku going to cut him off at the pass, and Ko, mate, he's out. He's done. Zuku even lives there. Is he full health? He was right under the bomb. That was big damage. He should be dead. Anyway. He's not. He lives. He carries the Galil across into the next, which is tossed across to Yuki so he can get some extra util. And the force buy works wonderfully for Clan Cleaners. Okay, where's that going? Is there smoke? Nice little lineup. Sparta, clean, aggressive. I like that lineup. I'm stealing that lineup, actually. Really Cuts the fountain in half. Nilo ready for the jump up and the second and maybe the third and fourth as well. Spotted towards the top of Con. Lovely reaction. And the numbers for Esparta getting thinned real quick. Hope in a 1v5 angle with the 5-7 Kevlar and a Dream. And probably no chance of saving too much else into the next round. He's where the T's buy guns, but the bomb is where he buys guns. I don't think that's a good trade-off, personally. Wait, it's... Someone's got me the... Tia? What the hell? There's no way that that's pronounced like that. Am I from England? I'm definitely from Australia, brother. Crovopolitia. Wait, who is? Kapobo Napo Jitu. Is that how it's pronounced? What? Provopolitia. That's crazy. What? Where's he from? Is that Russian? Is that Ukrainian? I'm so lost, bro. Anyway, that's my culture lesson for today. As we blitzed through that one, Sparta couldn't do a thing about clan cleaners. Bro, language is weird. I only know Australian. Also known as broken English by the educated. And stack almost fully hits the mark, but Krovopolicha. How'd I do? Prolitia? Yeah. Still wait for someone to tell me I'm doing it right, because I feel like I'm doing it wrong. He's dodged the HE damage. That's where I was going with that one. 2-3 split. Woxers just sending them up towards that A site, which isn't the best read. Which is what we know. Smoke on Monster to buy space. Apathy. Gonna leave that short side of Monster and reposition into a different setup. So we thought. He's right back in there. Him and Forrest looking to play some form of crossfire. Apathy watching the short push. Jiggle from Forrest to try and draw attention away. I don't hate it. Incend goes down and allows Apathy a chance to try and fight here. MP9 at this range still fatal, even with the nerfs coming through recently. And Forrest is going to be able to do a whole bunch of work. Yuki Hiname. I'm just going to call you Yuki, mate. Yuki doing good work. Okay, Smoke Bloom gives him enough space to get that headshot on the Woxers. With 20 seconds, he's in with a real chance, but he has to get that bomb. Sitting in the smoke here on the right side. There's the retrieval. 10 seconds to plant. You need to go for this. Shift key is not your friend. Smoke not going to the right position. It's an open plant he's got to go for after a pick, and he gets none of it. Code makes it happen. Swinging up from headshot. That's going to be 3-2. Clan Cleaners still in the lead, but Esparta finally getting it done with some guns on the board. Hubobski, mate. It's new to me. I'm trying to figure out what letters are said like the way that I got told it's said. well. Util going both ways. Molly gets extinguished by the lock-in CT smoke. Boxers ready for the pop flash. Won't be blinded. Will, however, catch a nice little pick, as does Kapobo. I can't say it. Can't do it though. Late door break does allow Yuki to sneak his way up towards the top of Con, but the bomb's still down towards T-stairs in the 2v4. Sparta in very solid positions to lock in this one. Sneak in towards the snack. The snack? The stack even. 3v2 here. Sparta in a good position to close. Forest gets the job done. Peeking behind the Incend, and the AWP will be carried across to the next. Zuku having everything he needs and more for the next round. AVP, full kitty util. You don't want to be falling after time. Looks like he's just going to be posted up, fighting for his life towards the spawn area, and a Sparta. They're going to be happy with the round. Little handshake to tie things up at 3 apiece. Oh, we're getting that new meta util. Okay. We call it the Hooksy Molly. Denies the monster smoke. Oh, beautiful timing on the Incend Bloom. Allowed the cross for Woxers. And you're seeing that meta develop, even at this level. It's good to see that new meta util is being incorporated by clan cleaners. We're down to the 3v3 already. 2 defenders down. And a Sparta with that swift rotation. Coat making his way back towards that A site. Yuki just remembering the toxic molly, and he's remembered successfully. Forest forced out towards the pillar instead. Was just hoping someone else can take that first contact. Catches one off of a timing. And Zuku, with plenty of time to play with, gets audible after the tap. Oh, and I believe he has been seen. He's looking to sneak on forward. Zuku, eyes on lower. Ko, I think he's seen this one. Zuku, so invested in the pick, and it's just around the corner. Crosshair placement looked good, and it will be with the spray brought back. But with 20, needs to pick his fight wisely through the Incend, through the molly, whatever it was. Kapobo does it again. Krovopro. Bro, I need to keep this up, or I'm not going to remember that pronunciation. It's doing things to my brain. Four to 3. Sparta take the lead, but it was a costly one. Round 7. Clean Cleaners a low buy, just going to see what they can do with a faster approach, splitting up Con. Pro. His way back to site in time, but he hears those footsteps thundering all through the bathrooms. He will call for reinforcements. Coat coming through with an M4A1. So not a lot of bullets to play with if they commit towards that long pump, but they haven't yet. Even if they want to go back down Con there, you can see that Sparta have tried to set up that boost. Not getting any info. Just constantly gravitating all across the map. Being very proactive with the rotations. Pro. Goes back of dice, gets flashed off the line, and now not the best position to be in with that AVP. They'll still snatch one away in the meanwhile, but the Tech-9s at this range are doing God's work. Deeg as well, going to be able to provide the coverage. Plant Cleaners will successfully get that plant. 2v2 though. Fast rotation. And the retake is on. Apathy Yo-Yo going around the back of sight. Spots that shadow and sprays down Walter. Zuku's position is known, but no tap on the bomb, not yet. Will force Zuku out, but oh, he's got to go for the reload, and this is not the tool you want to have for this job. Oh, thought he killed him, but it was just the X-ray going off. Can't get it done. And Forrest takes it all, including the kill. You love to see it. That's going to be a 2-round lead. Sparta starting to fire up here on the CT side. Again, going to be left isolated towards long bathrooms. And there's a few members in front of him. Missed chance. There's a job to do to escape back to safety. No one on the fountain side means he will be able to make it unscathed for the most part. Or at least alive. Took a bit too much damage on that first point of contact. Nilot. Looking for any kind of re-aggression. All the con players make their way towards bathrooms. It's looking like we will end up with a 3-2 split, but this flank that's on your screen, Woxers, he can turn this round on its head at any given moment. Let's see if the info comes through. Oh, there's one. He knows there's more. All this util coming. Smoke. Oh, the lineup is there, and all three get found. Lovely trigger discipline from him. And that's exactly why you hold that trigger. 1v4 angle for Zuku. Nice trade through the smoke initially. Doesn't really have the time to get away from this one, but with 20, maybe there's a chance. Bomb's going to be down on the front of bathrooms. And if Apathy falls, then you can assume Kapobo just wants to survive towards the back of dice. 6 seconds to get the site and plant, but the open area is good enough to hold. That's going to be 6-3. Round by round, a Sparta 7-3-1. A dragging this lead further in their favour. One split again. Sparta expecting a faster B pump at some point, and it looks like this may be that point. Ready to short about Monster, and they are battling for this one, but the CTs, they were ready. Waiting. Arms open. Yuki able to find a late refrag, but hey, you will take that if you're a Sparta. Beautiful hold on the short side. A solid part of the map to control here on overpass. To try and dominate the fast rotations. No con control, could come back to bite them, but they got good info on the T players over towards Monster with all the flashes, with all the everything going on. Forrest going a little loud there. Just jumping around. Peeking into short. I believe he went loud on the rotation, and that could be close enough for Clan Cleaners to know. But it's a good rotation. A good shift from Sparta. Up in the vicinity. Ready to take the swings, although Yuki needs to be traded. Zuku. The deadly duo unfortunately become a single duo. Solo? Solo. My Brian. Guys, today It is not cooking with gas. Clan Cleaners taking a quick tactical. Just discussing what needs to be done to try to get any more rounds here on the T side. Seems to be getting more and more difficult as the game goes on. Sparta as well. Their economy not necessarily in the best place. Like 2 rounds lost is going to pretty much hit them with that reset. And that's if they're not getting kills. If they're getting kills, they should be right. Taking another one. Not sure if this is now an actual tactical or if it's one of those like emergency tacticals because, you know, food's there. Something's happened. Mum's knocked the internet cable out, you know. One of, if not all of the above. Zuku so far doing a very good job for Clan Cleaners. Boxes as well. You've seen a couple of crispy ones out of him. Everyone really lifting their weight for a Sparta. Clutch moments really keeping them in the lead. We'll see if that trend continues. Tactical's donezo. And it looks like someone's still very much AFK. So expect another tactical hit. Nope. They were just talking. Big talks. Back to the PC in time. 4 rounds the difference, and Clan Clean is looking to take some more fountain control. Different approach this time. Playground Molly not quite hitting the right position, but does the intended job. Little gap through the tree is good for 1, but that's about all Clan Cleaners will find in this regard. Double pump up con is no good. And 540 Hertz God thinking, guys, it's been 30 seconds. What the hell's going on? Bomb in the hands of the CTs towards Playground. And this one is looking like it's lost again, unless a miracle happens. Start of said miracle. Upgrade to the A1. Thinking there was more. We'll be able to get another still untouched. All CTs playing so far apart. And he spots this one dinking, getting it done. Was that double, triple dink even through the wall? And now has absolutely no read on Ko's position. Now the minute and 30 that 540 Hertz God had at that, you know, point of the round where everyone else died is looking a little better. You can fashion a round out of nowhere as long as you give it a little bit of time. Ko fully locked in. Just tucked away at short here. And hard committed to the B site. Time ticking down, 20 seconds. It's going to be a fake smoke towards A, 10 seconds. 540 Hertz God will commit towards the A site. Didn't want to go and have to clear everything else towards B. Mid-site smoke as well has been picked up, so there's cover for the plant. And he's in with a damn good shot here. Ko, oh, has he seen him? He hasn't spotted the cross out. What? Hey. Going back towards bathrooms thinking maybe this is where the timing's gone. Flicking. Looking. And he's just got no read. It's at least not bathrooms with that smoke going down on the bomb. Pros no fake. And Ko ain't pro. But he's good enough to hit those shots. My lord, 540 Hertz God. That was a very solid effort. And Ko has enough time. Has enough time? Just has enough time. Okay. Beautiful. Gets it done. And a Sparta find 1 more to add to the tally. Still a chance for another before we flip these sides over and see if Clan Cleaners can, you know, change the momentum moving into that second half. But we've still got games to play here. Zuku, now 14 and 7, 540 Hertz God. He's pumped the numbers up after that. Almost clutch. 1v4 attempt. It's a faster one. Picking up the pace towards this B site. 4 members here for a Sparta. They are ready to brawl. No one really wanted to go quick smokes just yet, but in come the entries, in come the shots. But Boxes as well, going to be able to line them all up and knock them all down. One man remaining, and it's 540 Hertz God again, but he's got no read on Wox's position, who's going to sneak through that left side of the smoke. And there you have it, 9-3. Beautiful hold. Wox is looking like a god there on the B site. But can he hold it up in the second? God, I miss those beats from the club. The midday rave going on in T-Spawn. Where are we going? B-Site is the name of the game. Yes. Hell yeah. Getting us fired up for the pistol. Flash over. Lines a few of the CTs, maybe not as many as intended. And they're going to be the ones coming out on top because so far, 2 guns usually better than 1, but it's 540 Hertz God to find it just with the USP. Lovely positioning and a beautiful couple of shots from Clan Cleaners. Will find themselves a 4th round and put them back on the board. It feels like it's been a while now. Can they lock it in? Or are we going to see a Sparta hit back again? That's what we saw with that forced buy they did in the first half. This time, though, you're looking, and they have a little less to worry about. Both teams learning the meta Hooksy Molly, though. So good to see them giving it the red hot crack. Faster approach towards the B site, and it smokes bloody everywhere. No one can see a thing. Everyone kind of hiding. Yuki just trying to figure out how to find his way out of the smoke. It's unfortunate for him. I think he'll be seen as soon as he uncrouches. But he's just hard fading it. Okay. Timing found. An angle is there, but the MP9 spray goes everywhere. Ah, it's no good. USP almost gets the job done. But the bomb plant's down, and Esparta are doing a good amount of financial damage onto the CTs. But it is going to be a 5th for Clan Cleaners. So, ship gets steadied. 3 alive. Upgrades, I think they, picked up another M4 in the meanwhile there. So I wouldn't say it's smooth sailing, but the ship's moving. All right. Another plant and another chance with all that money in the bank. Sparta. Full firepower. And all eyes on this B site. Molly on short to maybe take some short control. It has missed the mark, and Clan Cleaners doubled down with their incense. Drawing attention away from Monster again. This kind of worked. Entries going well. Apathy hitting the target. And Walter doesn't want that short control, just wants to keep on brawling. Yuki here again going to be playing around all of these weird smokes across the site. With the wrap on the back there all the way through bridge. He'll find another, but after his position is known, it just gets that much harder to live out in the open. 2v3. Smoke gets broke, but Wox is tucked away. Up in the water. He's going to get naded with a big old HE. 2 big picks will allow the retake to happen. Nealot on 1 point of health is not where you want to be, especially with Coat on the other side of this one. Clutching up before and looking to clutch up again. Baits him off the bomb, and that's exactly what he wanted. Another smoke going down, and Ko looking to try and find anything, but there's just smoke everywhere, and paints a picture around him. Zuku falls eventually, so Ko gets the job done, but unfortunately the round is not his to take. So Clan Cleaners really having to spend everything in the bank to keep themselves in this. But it's another plant for a Sparta. There's good damage to that CT economy, so you go again. Is that fast molly towards the short side. Flash into short, and this time they're going to fight for it. CTs, though, they're in con. So it's going to be a bit of spam going both ways through the wall. Walter somehow falling first. Usually it's like the fish in a barrel of that short pipe that go down. CTs just not quite ready. A1s, that's the thing, right? Not as spammable, not as many bullets in the magazine to throw around in situations like that. 540 hertz. God is going to get caught, committed to a spray out in the open. Sparta looking like this should be their first round for the second half, given where they are. The CT still have 2 members down here. Yuki going to try the oldest trick in the book. There's no mollies coming this way. Flash in. Tease. Clearing most things. No one's looking at it. Attention drawn away. And, oh, jumping! Maybe it is Forrest. Huh? Forrest on his ult. That shouldn't be allowed, man. I don't know if I'm happy or sad about that. Either way, 2v3 and a Sparta, if they just trade this one out, it's looking pretty good. Forrest, the cracker of a shot already, knows one's on site and knows the other's out of heaven. Can communicate that across, but 1 for 1. This is how it goes down in favor of a Sparta. Woxers tucked away at the sandbags. Can just jiggle on the tap or even stop him on the first cross. But there is no chance at Zuku living here. Already chipped down. And Woxers was hungry for blood. Does he live? No. Ko, 1 HP. 1 point of health at the end. To carry across the only rifle into round 17. But there you go. A Sparta on the board with a 10th. Clan Cleaner's money getting cracked here now. So what do they got for us? 1 flash, 1 dig, 1 P250. Making a play towards Fountain to the look of it. Yuki will set him up and it's instant. I don't think the flash even hit the mark, but the CTs go regardless. They are looking to run these teams down. But that's not really working super well with the default pistols. USPs, unfortunately, are all bark. No bite this time. And with the silencer on it, it's not even really a bark, is it? 11-6. A Sparta now 2 away from pure domination here on Overpass. We're looking at a faster one towards B again. What's this molly? Where's that going? Is that for con? Is that for boost? The train's there, brother. The train's there, brother. Can't park there. Plus to get ready to make the way towards the B side with the short control. Goes very well for a Sparta. Famis coming through to try and get the trades. Here's another. And Zuku dominates short. That could be exactly what they need. Aggressive push from these Ts. Oh, it doesn't work out. Apathy falling makes things more awkward than desired. Now we got that 3v2 weird pivot situation. Zuku knows that smoke's fading shortly, so tucks in at the sandbags, goes out the middle of sight, and takes a fight which he maybe should have won. CT's a little too far away to capitalize, but they're just going to swing together. They line up, shoot through each other's legs, and Forrest gets it in the bag. 16-12 for him. 12-6 for the game. And the Sparta 1 away from a big rubbery dub to put them a little further up the ladder than Clan Cleaners here in Season 54 of ESEA League entry. And they're looking to go out with a bang. Fast approach again towards the B site. 2 through con and 3 through short. Clan Cleaners on a low buy. At least have some map control. Have a form of map control. Is it the best part to have? Not too sure, given the swarm that's already gone through this B site. Heal up boosted over the top is hoping he can find something. And the something's just going to be information. No picks, flash forward. And Woxers happy to punish all these CTs who are a bit too overzealous. Molly almost takes out 540 hertz squad. He's alive for the moment, and the full kits of util for Esparta is just going to be way too much for Clan Cleaners to deal with. They have to go through. They have to go through soon. But it's the wrap through monster that now has to be the difference maker. Oh, line up, no trades, not yet anyway, and that time is ticking. No kit, no chance. Walter, he's got a couple of picks, but hey, that's the game. 13-6, and Esparta will show us what pure domination really looks like here on Overpass. Let's be real, that CT side was too much to come back from for the others, but it's huge. It's a big dub. It's a big W for them. And yes, 13-6, solid scoreline. So unfortunately for Clan Cleaners, the Polish powerhouses are just normal houses. They're not powerhouses today. So nice try. NT's in the chat. Next game may go better for them, but today, unfortunately, it was that L, and maybe Overpass just isn't for them. Although, utility-wise, they knew what they were doing, and hey, there were moments where it was like 1vx's, little 1v1s coming down, and if Clan Cleaners just won those, we could still be playing Counter-Strike, or it could have gone the other way. But that's not what we got. That's not what we got. Again, congratulations to Esparta, but let's move this conversation forward. Team Elusive and Addicted Swiss are going to be the two teams. I was going to say two players. Two teams that we're going to be watching as we jump back into EU Open 10 again. So make sure you're here to have a look at that one. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you after the break for more ESEA League action.
Yeah. La 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 la. Yeah. Your life hits hard, but I hit right back. I never back down. I keep it on track. It's the same day with no problems. I keep rising from the bottom. Cause when the sun comes up and I look around, I can feel that love, I can hear that sound. They're never gonna hold me down. I'm higher than the ceiling now, and then I need to worry about, cause I got no problems. I know it's gonna be alright. It's getting better every time. Nobody's gonna kill my vibe, cause I got no problems. Yes, every day was a war. Yeah, it kinda took a while. When they tell me I should stay, I just jump with a smile. Yeah, it's hard until you notice. Everybody's got their moment. When the sun comes up and I look around, I can feel that love, I can hear the sound. Listen up. They're never gonna hold me down. I'm higher than the ceiling now, and then I need to worry about, cause I got no problems. I know it's gonna be alright. It's getting better every time. Nobody's gonna kill my vibe, cause I got no problems. Cause I got no problems. Cause I got no problems. Do you feel a little down? Say it. No problems. Let you in, but you out. Sing it. No problems. They're never gonna hold me down. I'm higher than the ceiling now. Have none I need to worry about, cause I got no problems. They're never gonna hold me down. I'm higher than the ceiling now, and none I need to worry about, cause I got no problems. I know it's gonna be alright. It's getting better every time. Nobody's gonna kill my vibe, cause I got no problems. You feel like something new. You feel like something. You feel like something new. You feel like something. Don't just stop it. Doing what you do. When I lay back, holding on to you. Feel like something new. Yeah. Guide my senses. Here on overload. You feel like something. You feel like something new. You feel like something. I feel like I'm in another galaxy. Take my time in your eternity. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Feel like something new. Yeah. And I never thought that I got me wanted. Never thought that If you wanna be my love, only gotta take it slow. If you wanna be my love, I'll show you what you wanna know. If you wanna be my love.
Here's to the challengers. The ones who don't just settle for decent elo, but hunger for something more. The ones who don't just queue for another match, but prepare for war. You can doubt them, overlook them, count them out, but you can't stop them.
Now, I'm with Dupree, who I can see has got tears.
Because they're the ones who practice while others sleep, strategize while others joke, and climb while others stand still. They feel the pressure, the nerves, the weight of every round, but they embrace it. While others play for fun, they play for legacy. Because in this game, every official matters. Every round has a story, and every player has a choice to stay in the comfort of matchmaking or to take the leap.
Let's go.
This is ESEA League, where challengers take their first step.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to ESEA League for more fun, more action for Season 54. It's been a fun one tonight so far. We've been dipped our toes into entry. We've been into open. And guess what? We're going straight back to open for another beautiful game for the third game of the night. And I can't wait to see what we get from these. Mostly because one of the teams is called Addicted Swiss, and their whole team is from Switzerland, which is something you don't see very often these days. We don't seem to have a huge amount of high-level players directly from Switzerland, so I'm keen to see what kind of gameplay they're going to be pulling out. As you can see, both these teams are coming through at a 4-5 scoreline for the season so far. So, you know, they're on the theoretical bottom half, but if they win, they're even. If they win again, they're getting close towards the top. So that's what you need to be looking for, is just getting them dubs and doing as best as you can. In terms of, you know, what kind of skill we're looking at for both these teams, you know, it is open level 10, so the overall, I think, what is it, the average of the team has to be above level 10 to play it here. We got a couple of level 9s here for Team Elusive. So, look, they're pushing. It feels like we're getting a couple of players that probably have been level 10, but might have just gone on a little loss streak and dipped out. And then there are some level 10 players in there as well. You know, highest elo 2250. And then over on the other side of things for Addicted Swiss, we got yeah, pretty good. Everyone's, you know, 2300, 2600, couple of 2700s in there. So yeah, expect there to be some pretty solid looking gameplay out of the team hailing from Switzerland in terms of where we're going to be going for this matchup. Do we have the veto ready? Can we throw that up and tell the people? I believe we can. It is time to look at that. Ancient. So we're going to 3 different maps this evening over 3 different best of ones, which is great to get around the world, change up the color scheme, and you know, just, you know, keep it refreshing for everyone at home that is watching along. So yeah, Ancient going to be a relatively balanced map in the current general meta of the game, and both these teams, arguably, you know, they've vetoed down to it, so they should be handshaking on it. Knife for Side's still going to be going into effect, but it was Team Elusive, which did get that final choice between Ancient and Nuke. So, yeah, we'll see where we end up going with that one, who opts to start where. And Ancient's always a fun time to keep on playing. A good brand of Counter-Strike. The game seems to feel, better and better with all these updates we've been getting lately. So I dare say everyone's happier and happier the more that they play. Let's have a look. Who is numero uno for Team Elusive? Who we should be keeping our eyes on here? I have to say it's probably Yarden. Forecourt if he's in there, okay? He is, I don't know if he's a fake flag. I'm seeing majority flags here are Ukrainian, so I'm going to assume all the other flags are fake flags. And then over for Addicted Swiss, who's the lead charger, lead eloer, so to speak. Leish has the highest elo, not necessarily the best stats, the, commendable stats for pugs, etc. But who's the big fragger? It doesn't look like we really have a big fragger. We got Lamone with 16 average. But everyone else is rocking 14, 15, trial by committee. And it looks like the game isn't too far away either. Going to be playing on that German server. So with where I think both these teams are from, Switzerland should be having some kind of crazy advantage. Switzerland's just there, and German servers, I believe, they're based in Frankfurt. So it's just there. They should be relatively close. Whereas Ukraine is up there. It's up there somewhere. So they're going to be rocking that higher ping, which on paper is more of a disadvantage, but depending on how you play, could be an advantage. That's the crazy thing about online CS. Depending on the number that is given to you by your distance from the server, you can play a different style of gameplay. And if your gameplay is not that style, or you're not good at that style, then hey, could be like a duck out of water. But we'll see what we get once we get into this one. Ukraine has produced many, many world-class elite players over the years. And Open is where it all starts for a lot of them. So we'll see if we find, the next Simple. For Switzerland, yeah, we'll see what we end up getting for these guys here. Gungi Gangu? Is that who I want to see? That's the name. Is he in the server? Oh, he's not. We don't have 10 in the server. Elusive. Someone's dipped out. And we even got a coach there. So, Jackie Easy. Going to be calling from afar. He's got that Alexi picture going. I don't know if surely he's not playing. He's in the coach slot. So I'm guessing he's the coach. And we might have another player in very shortly. Once we get ready to get underway with the fun. What do we got for Addicted Swiss? We got Keyrox, Leish, Reno, Sully, and Mario Lin. Yeah, something like that. Yotsubane, Smolsings, 21 Levo, and Yarden. Going to be hailing for Elusive. So, yeah, game shouldn't be too far away now. Yarden definitely getting that bloody aim prac in at the moment. But Addicted Swiss trying to match it. Wait, is the game going live with the coach in the slots? I'm hearing typing. They playing... Is something up? We only have 4 players. 4 players and the coach is in the coach slot, so he's not actually playing. But we're live. Oh, it's knife round. Right, it's knife round. Okay. They're just getting this one out of the way, and then whoever Mr. number 5th is hopefully isn't too far away. A little bit of a funky situation. Addicted Swiss being respectful. Yeah? Yeah, they did it 4v4. That's very nice of them. Nice of them indeed. Not that the 5th man was necessary in the end. See what ends up happening. We go, what's going on here? Everyone's banging on their teammate's door. Mate, wake up. The official's starting. Look, in Ukraine, is it 10 or is it 11 p.m. in Ukraine? Like, old mate might have gone to sleep. Could have had a big day at the office, You know how it is? We got the... all we have is silent little... audible little ticks in the chat. And we can only try to figure out exactly what's happening with all these silly buggers. Yeah. Camaraderie. Leish having a chat with the CTs. Hey, we got 10. We got 4. We got 9. Jackie not allowed to play. They're figuring that out. Maybe because he is dedicated in the coach slot, he's not allowed to jump in. Or maybe we'll need an admin to sort that out. Or maybe they are just actually waiting for someone. And I'm going way too deep down the theory hole. But hey, you guys, who's watching in chat? Where you from? Have you been enjoying the evening? Are you here for this game, or were you just here for the last games, or are you still here from the last games? And how's your day gone? Let me know. What place are they in the opens? Slayer Botsky. I think I can figure that out. The problem with open is there's a lot to look at. So give me a moment. We do have time. We paused, so we have time. Standings for Europe, for Open 10, for regular season Central. Right, Addicted Swiss and Team Elusive both are on 4 and 5, right? Let's scroll it. 4 and 5. What are they tied on? 4 and 6, 4 and 5, 4 and 5. Stars. I found Team Elusive. They are 173rd to 175th. Swiss, they shouldn't be too far away from me. There's a lot on this board. There we go. 200th. Addicted Swiss at 200th. I don't know why. They're like, because they're kind of tied, but they're kind of not tied. Maybe it depends on, I guess it's like they're for and against in terms of rounds or something for the season. I'll look into it. There's all this information I've never needed to know before. But yeah, so they're between 175th and 20th. Team Elusive is technically higher up the ladder, and I don't know why. I'm just going to guess that it's from like round difference for the season so far. Who's from Ghana? Who's watching from Ghana? Welcome. Tune in for fun. Love to hear it. Lamone. I saw your name somewhere. You're on the roster, right? Were we in the last game? My brain, I'm so tired. Boys, girls, everyone watching. Ah, no, there you are. You are one of the players for Addicted Swiss, but you aren't in the game, right? Lamone, can you give us insight into what's going on? Can you be our on-the-ground reporter for Addicted Swiss? Please, mate. And in 2 minutes, we will know exactly what's happening. Is it you that's trying to get in the game? ADCS. Okay. At least we have backing music to help us through this one. You know? Let's chill. Getting us ready for the game. Also, Lamone, you need to give us the in-depth scoop on who is the better players for the team. Okay, and guys, unfortunately, something's going on. I think that game might be getting cancelled for one reason or another. So we are going to be jumping into a different game. What that game is, we'll find out once we're in there, and then we'll do the research as the game's live. Because otherwise, we could be there for an undefined amount of time trying to figure out whatever the issue was in that game. Oh, okay. I have the ability to figure out where we're jumping into. Okay, we're looking at, is this Serbia? Yeah, we're looking at a majority Serbian team in, where are we? We are in intermediate. Majority Serbian team going up against a bit of a mix with a lot of Belgian players. We got a Filipino player, a Brazilian player. I think they're all just Belgian boys. But yeah, let's see. Got a little Argentinian flag in there, but we'll see who we get. Higher elo looking game. Most players pushing 3K for the most part. 2.5K. Yeah, they're looking all pretty good. Stats wise, pretty good. And in terms of matches, we got young Nikola. Almost has 9,000 matches played in Face It. And then on the other side, we got multiple people pushing like 8.6K, 8.3K, 9.1K. All right, we got some vets. We got some Face It vets on Pertinax. So yeah, it's going to be SaturlityEsport against Pertinax Esports. And we'll see what we end up getting. They're playing on the French server. We're playing Inferno. And once we get into the game, we'll be into the game. We'll be watching a little bit of Counter-Strike and enjoying that one together. So yeah, I can run you through the video as to how we ended up, where we ended up. Pertinax, banned Mirage, Saturnity. It's going to be I don't know. Whoever this org is, I apologize. I am illiterate. Yeah, so Saturlity banned Dust, then Nuke. Pertinax then banned Overpass, then Train. Saturlity got rid of Ancient, and that left us on Inferno. And it's also Inferno with a couple of changes. We're jumping on in. Let's see what we've missed, what we can see, and who's in the lead. Saturlity looking like they are up by 2. Kicking things off strong on that CT side of Inferno. Pertinax, we get to see them going straight into the gun round. AKs mostly across the board. Just took a little for Octafitji. We got more fun names, huh? He's one of the guys with crazy high matches. It's Vajbs. Is he in the game? No, so the guy with like 9.2k matches isn't playing today. But yeah, we do have that young Nikola. He's one of the vets, or at least one of the well-experienced Face It enjoyers. Who else we got? VR Hovek. Rovak. Mate, that one's... I'm just going to call him Hovak, because it kind of works. Hippie from NA. Kriya Tucker. Young Nikola. And then over for Pertinax, we've got Toxic, Nash, Octafitji, Octa. I'm just going to give him the Octa nickname, mate. Restyles, and Ape. So let's see where this A-site defense is going to be holding from. Hovak gets 2. Nice little spray down with the A1. 3v2 now, and Saturlity. It is a long, late rotation, but they're going to give it a crack. I guess if they don't find anything, or if they get smoked off again, you probably just opt to save here, looking at the economy. Smoke's fading. Or at least there's the gap around the edge of it. Pushing. Toxic on 7 points of health. Isn't going to be cleared. Isn't going to be looked at. There's that bullet they needed. Swinging around. Octa gets both. And that's going to be the first round on the board for this is the Belgium side, right? For Pertinax Esports, who are majority Belgium. Get up there. I played for Addicted, says Lamone. No Elusive has issues. Elusive had issues. Oh, okay. Wait, was Addicted going to play with 4 players? That's crazy. That's crazy. Into a tactical for this one, though. Restyles rings a bell. I don't know why it rings a bell. Is he an editor? Or am I just making things up? Why does Restyles ring a bell for me? He does have a YouTube, but it's not the YouTube. It's definitely not the YouTube I was thinking of. The one that takes me to someone's birthday party from 2017 and a phone game. No Counter-Strike on that one. But hey, that's where we get taken. Thank you, Restyles, for the technical pause entertainment. We got it in that. So who's in the game? We got Nash. We got all them boys, Not Toxic. Right, Nash looking like the carry so far in terms of stats coming into this one. Restyles at 8. Yeah, it's probably Octa. So keep your eyes on Octa or Nash. Both have pretty good stats. Probably more on the Nash side of things. And then for Saturlity, who should we keep our eyes on? So young Nicholas, stats are pretty decent. Hippie, 17 average from NA, 13 average. Creatica, 14, and Hovac is 14. So yeah, probably young Nicola or Hippie. Keep your eyes on those two. Looking like they may be the sharper individuals on paper. But tech pause out of the way, and we are back live with the game. Saturlity. 3-2 split. Heavier presence towards that B site, and Pertinax just been essentially gifted this banana control. Not that the CTs could really hold it just with USPs. Young Nicola. Aggressive approach all the way in the cubby at the end of halls. And he's going to keep on going forward, but there's eyes on his position. The swing as well from Nah Toxic locks it in for the first pick of the round. This pistol is not looking like it will be too easy for Saturlity to cause a bit of an upset. Restyles, nice little spray down, and the CTs tried their darndest to make anything happen, but alas, nothing gets it connected on. And this is looking like a bit of a flawless one for Pertinax. Vrahovac. I bet you that's said in a way that I just can't say. Sometimes I wish I could speak different languages, guys. I wish I knew them all. But Mac's not a linguist. And Hovac is not in the round anymore. Hey. Cheeky Vitality spray to close things out. And Pertinax finding themselves a second to tie things up. Saturlity off the back of the USP round. Going to be going into the guns again for the most part. Cray attacker. Just down to the MP9. So light on the util. But everyone else is pretty happy with what they're bringing in. Nicola with the spawn. Peak and mid just dropping that hate sheet around towards the bottom. And that gets a good amount of value, all things considered. Bit of free chunk damage onto Pertinax. Freestyle still rocking the Mac 10. Looking to be the money man. There's the opening. And swing off the pick is damn good, but Octa doubles down. Creatica, okay, tucked away in the smoke. If he can find the bomb here on Nash in the halls, there's a world where the round could be upset, but we aren't going to be living in that one. From NA, it's going to be able to be the only one to find value out of the round so far, but there's a two-man swing coming around the corner. And he was ready for it, but nah, Toxic. Trade game, a little too good. There you have it, 3-2. Pertinax string 3 together to take the lead. freeze time donezo. Let's see if Pertinax can keep on getting it done. Saturlity just going for the low bite. Got a nice little Nova in the mix. Let's see if we can get some shotgun action. But banana control looking pretty solid from Pertinax. Molly forcing Hippie into the open, but he'll escape with the CZ. Whoa. And a nasty one, but the pistols, okay, laying down the groundwork to cause an upset this time. Nicola just rotating back to safety. With the two-man advantage, Saturlity. See if they can fashion a third round. Exactly what you expect. Pertinax just feigning that mid pressure. We'll need to see Saturlity try to find some kind of info, and it's over towards B that they find it. From NA, still boosted up on... Oh, okay. Didn't want to get smoked off, so went gymnastic. All right, showed his best couple of little spins out into the open, and around where Saturlity were in with a very good shot, instantly goes south. M4 has been retrieved. Young Nicola looking to lead the charge, being the tip of the spear with the Nova. Nah, Crosshair trained on the right position, but the CT seem to be backing away. Happy just to play for the next round instead. Maybe there's a world where they just get exits here. I don't know why Nicola with the Nova is the one creating space. It should be the M4 getting taken to a safer position. Boys, what is going on? What is happening? And young Nicola just waiting for the explosion. No Kev, so yeah, it should be right. Good distance from him and the C4, and he will get the upgrade right at the end of the round. Two-round lead for Pertinax. And all things considered, ADR looking quite low. Frags looking quite low, but it is still early in the game. And you can say a similar thing for Saturlity. Two players still yet to get on the board, which could be the problem. Bratica and Nicola. Slow start for them. Dana control util was thrown from Pertinax, but it is going to be that late half-wall smoke. To extinguish the molly, try and fake some presence, but the real presence happens towards top mid. HE chunks down A, but Cryatica as well here just from the half pit makes things awkward for himself and everyone around him. Still taking two names to the grave with him, and Octa in the meanwhile is going to hear all of this information. Rotation starting to come up, but does he get cleared in the corner? Won't get the chance to, and it's a double right in front of him. No read on Hippie, who might have the element of surprise. To the timing here on the arch side, finds the first. I think he's seen that head on the second. Can he get the angle? Can he find him? Jumping up. Oh, hits it. No read on the third man, and it's Nash to find a freebie to close. Comes down to the 1v1. Nice attempt from Hippie, but unfortunately, just made the wrong read at the end. Pertinax, that's 5 in a row for them. Right, we called out for Cryatica to get on the board, and he did. But wasn't enough to lock the round in. Pertinax. Well, we got Nash with 12k in the bank. Might need to share that love shortly. HG's chunking down the CTs who are going to fight fire with fire. Running at the T's. Maybe didn't go as they thought it could have. I think there was some supportive flashes across the back of them, but with no T's in Banana, failed to be effective. Havoc, or Hovac rather, hunting for a Huandig. Sent back towards the site, repositions into the halls where he might find more fun. Over towards Nash there, timing kind of weird. I don't think either really saw either, but Hovac gets his mitts on the AK. Boost to the firepower. And he will escape away. I thought Nash could have been in danger there. Didn't realise how close the CTs were and how weird the timing was. Okay, smoke definitely not hitting the mark. Scaffold in the way. And Prophet Smoke going to get blocked as well. Not sure if it will matter because eyes are on all those positions. Peeks out into the crosshair of Nash, and it's not the right choice. But alas, Saturlity 2v3 for the retake. Not going to be gifted anything through the smoke there. Good old Inferno, you should expect the save to be called already. Young Nicola having a look. Exit frags. Confidence kills. Something he probably needs at the moment. Just to get that momentum back. You know, it is just a best of one. You've only got 30 minutes to an hour to play these games. No best of 3 series to warm up into it. You have to come warm. You have to come ready.
Terrorists win.
Hovac surviving with the AK-47 into the 9th. Pertinax just refreshing the weapons that they need to. Nash still rich, young and handsome. It's Saturlity. They got themselves the double AWP in play. Will this be able to turn around this string of rounds that Pertinax is laying on them? Nicola, fully at mid, little flash to take the line, and hey, third time's not the charm either. HE gets the job done off the backboard. At least gets what he was fighting for. Unfortunate couple of misses to kick off that series of events, though. Shot going better for Restyles than it did for from NA. And now with at max, at most, 1 towards that A site. Pertinax, they're just going to be going in and hoping for the best. But oh my lord, they weren't hoping or expecting Cryatica to show his face from Boiler. Nasty little play to fully turn the round on its head. Bomb's now down on short. And Saturlity are quickly bringing that AVP across, but from NA needs to get on the line because the bomb's about to be retrieved. He's been given time. He's been given space, but it's inches. It's inches in it. Which may end up working in his favor. Not scoped. But he's got a kit. He's got that element of surprise. But both Pertinax members, hard crossfire on site is going to be difficult to get through. And you'd have to assume he's been heard. Yep, the reposition from Nash suggests that. Double on the back of sight. Facing, waiting. Oh, okay, they've given 1v1s and it's almost worked for from NA. Octa. The alpha position up on the box instead of tucked. You can see why that's not necessarily one of the best positions. It was an off angle, but hey, you couldn't be more open. Pertinax will get it over the line for 7 back-to-back rounds. And Saturlity almost rubbing a genie out to pull that round back with the timing in from Boiler, but alas, it's still not enough. Hippie, oh my lord, it's from an 8. Just teaming up. The smoke spam gets the job done. Got here, HE. Not denying the plant. Saturlity. I thought at this level we might have seen, you know, a bit more of this utility used while playing in church to try and, you know, do plant denial. But it feels like we aren't seeing Saturlity really grasp, you know, the couple of map changes just yet. But I'll tell you what, they're grasping a third round. It's just there. It's just there, guys. 5v2. 5v2 turned into a 2v2. Restyles as well, catching young Nicola, running with his knife out. And Saturlity just lost a 5v2. Got a bit big for their boots. Maybe a little bit too much chaos trying to force the fast retake. That was a rough one. That's a round you're going to have to look at the demo at and say, all right, what could we have done better? And go over the many things you could have done better. But yeah, Nash, kudos to that man. What was it? Big 3K from the on-site? Maybe even 4 at the end. I can't remember what it was, but hey, he was hitting them. Slower approach this time for Pertinax. And Saturlity trying to change it up, going for horse control, straight into freezers. But young Nicola thought he had a helping hand, which was right behind him. No clearance. That is crazy. I thought he was going to double that. Corners not getting checked. Almost costing Pertinax full apps control. But hey, hard crossfire from, is that Balk and Sight looks good from NA just out in the tight line. And Nash going out ready for the refrag. Saturlity with the cheat rotate. Going 2 men towards A. Hippie in the meanwhile clearing top mid. Shoulder to shoulder. And Restyles, he's just throwing a fake flash, but in the meanwhile, he's been found, and the bomb is just there in the halls. 40 seconds. And Nash has done so well in so many of these rounds, but unfortunately, this time, history will not be repeating itself. 8-3. The streak from Pertinax comes to an end, but 8 already on the T side, with the potential of a 9th and money for days. You couldn't ask for too much more if you're Pertinax at the moment. Quick technical before the final round of the half. Just getting all the little issues ironed out. But yeah, so far, I'm really liking what I'm seeing from Pertinax, you know. A couple of individuals. Nash having some crazy little sequences so far in the first half. 2005 to 06 Nash. I don't know what that means. I'm going to assume that was his prime, but he's back. Okay. He is so back. That could also be his birthday. He could be one of these Zoomers. What's that? That makes him like 20 these days, right? Maybe? That's ridiculous. That makes you feel old. I'll tell you that much. Print stream AWP, yeah. Looking good. What else are we rocking? Oh, something. Is something dream? Is it a lucid dream, AK? It's something. I'm not a skin guy. Guys, I'm not a skin guy. I can't remember what that one's called. Oh, black laminate. I don't know. Well, you're testing me with that one. No. Does anyone know it? Anyone in chat? 10 points for you if you know it. Thank you. Thank you, Observer. That was what an angle. What an angle. What a time to be alive. But we are back. We are live. 3-2 split for Saturlity. Going for a bit of a default approach. But again, pressure in the halls. Young Nicola really wants to try and find these early picks, but he's not expecting Nartoxic close. That's Pertinax with the first pick again. Seems to keep on happening. Freezer Smoke just buying some space in apartments. Pertinax happy just to get aggressive, but Creatica has been spotted in the apartments and a little whiffy one through the ground of the balcony. Won't get the job done, but Hovac almost for the triple. It looked good. It looked like he got hit with aim punch. I thought he had armor. Maybe it was something else going on. That could just save the round for Saturlity. Flight control is there for Pertinax, but Hippie, okay, a little bit of information on the swing pre-bloom. HE gonna land right on his head. Oh, but also break the smoke for Octa. So it's 1-for-1 in the end, but from NA, shooting straight back at the Tracers. And through the smoke he goes. Oh, a dink through the wall. He's on for the 1v3 and he gets it. 5-7 to close it out. And that'll be the end of the half. 4-8. Lovely little ender from NA. 13-9. And a beautiful little punish for Pertinax. Maybe getting a bit big for their boots there. Into the 13th. Second half about to be live. Flipping sides. Having a bit of fun with it. Who should we be watching here? We playing Spawns? Doesn't seem like it. Not on the CT side anyway. AIP in a good position to go for banana peak if he wants. Nash, he's looking at mid. Full of confidence. Let's see what he can do here out of spawn. Crossing. Is he fighting? Who will he see? Saturlity with the 4-man push-up second mid. Gets a fight. 2 men invested for this one. Nothing spotted, but I believe there's some footsteps being made. Nash, can he time it? He's looking second, but he's not aware that they've already crossed into apartments, and AIP gets domed from an 8. The entry work, jumping around like a madman. Back to mid they go. Moto and Mini Pit are going to be the positions to try and crossfire, but Nash only able to get a single. And that might be round over. 2v4. Pertinax have already won a 2v5, so never count them out. But a 1v4, hey, that sounds a little harder. But if Toxic hits a few more like that, could be on the cards. Saturlity. Being told to put the brakes on. Hey, there is time to win this for Toxic. Is swinging, but won't connect any more onto from an 8. Hit him on the torso, not the head, which he needed. But it's a 5th, a very much needed 5th for Saturlity. If they want to try to grab a few more rounds here and tie things up before it gets too deep in the game. Nothing special so far for the CTs. Hey. AIP full of confidence. Be able to get that body tag onto Hippie. But Nicola is going hard. Oh my lord. I thought AIP was on that one, but it is at least refragged. Nash with an AK now at his disposal if he wants to go for it. If he doesn't make a move, then Havoc will find himself a cheeky upgrade there. It's just on the corner. And that's exactly what we'll see. Hippie with mitts back on the AK. I think that Mac 10's in a position where they can just go out of the map if needed, but it's Hovac to clear. The point man with the Mac 10 and from an 8. Returns those bullets to sender. Restyles. Missed chance on multiple members. You hate to see it if you're a Pertinax fan. But Saturlity in the 4v1. Looking like they are fully locked in on this one. Okay. Toxic. He's just giving it another crack. The more damage, the merrier. On the CT side, every bullet counts, but an AK is a nice little surprise going into your first gun round. It's time to stop. Hooks, for reference, I don't know if that's his birthday. It's all speculation. It's all pure speculation until we get the actual information, you know what I mean? Foster, yes, it is love. And he's young, Nick. They are from Serbia, so just around the corner from Nico. Slow approach here. Expecting the smoke, and young Nicola going to be punished for it. Oh, jumping across the top. Hippie not getting away with that one. And Pertinax fortified on the B side. AIP with the lineup, and the CT's looking damn good for another round. A site's locked in. It's just from an 8 to try and win the 1v5. And you can see that Restyles, he's going to be fighting for his right to win another. 9 secured for the CTs now. Finally on the board for the second half. It took a few, but they managed to slow it down. Saturlity going to be buying up with every dollar they've managed to save from the previous couple. Okay. And even with the lighter weaponry, it's worked out damn well, Saturlity. 2 picks for the start, but they need to find a little bit more. And this is that change at apps that makes things so weird. Just that the railing getting put back in, makes it so much harder to get out as a T. You can't really clear the balcony side, and then you got to jump up or choose to jump up and not clear balcony instead, and it just makes your options more limited and helps to favor the CTs. It's a perfect example of it. Hovac, in the meanwhile, just going to be dancing around looking for anything at top mid. Solid with the bomb. Cubby's getting mollied. Restyles jiggling kind of wide. Opts to just fall back, and 10 seconds or so. Good time to drop that smoke, but he goes a little early and tries to fight through it. Spots the T's up banana and will call for a rotation. Hovac, in the meanwhile, making noise here at A, so they know that someone's still lurking. But I don't think the bomb has been spotted. With that smoke fading in about 10 seconds. There is still time for Saturlity to go for the full commit. Back towards this B site. Contact in. Restyles in a good position to try and play retake. Just locking onto the church control. But also slices the site in half. And now the bomb has a big job ahead of him. Crossing the site, spotted, tapping, but relentlessly Restyles locking in that B site again. 14-12 now. Doing a fantastic job at holding onto that B site control. And Saturlity, the money finally broken. And there's just a couple of deagles. They're going for the force here. They're going kind of all in. No, mate. Young Nicola, Hero Mac 10 to try and create some space. They came to their senses and sold the pistol buys. But hey, there you go. Trade game's good. Mac 10 gets the job done. Bit of extra cash in the bank. 2 more kills, and it's like he's just saved anyway. Hey, Glocked. Not going to happen. Not toxic. There for the cover, and it's fortunate for Restyles. Just facing with util out that aggressively. Mate, that's a choice. And it's a choice that could cost him around. Priatica missed a couple of chances, but will opt for the tunnels approach and may get in behind enemy lines with the CTs. They're just running back to the B site. So much info, as they are aware the bomb has slipped the wickets all the way into CT. Big damage to find another, but he knows that there's one more to find. 58 seconds. And Nash won't catch a timing through Speedway, but Restyles here. 1 bullet and he's done. And there's all the info in the world for Nash to try and clutch. 1v2. This was almost a full eco from Saturlity, by the way. But Nash could let him know that it doesn't matter anyway. Incendiary provides cover to swing through. And Nash does it again. Look at the man. 17 and 6. Big 2K to clutch when it may not have been necessary, but hey, we are all over the shop right now. Saturlity, NT's in the chat for that, but you gotta finish him. You gotta finish him. Top mid smoke. Saturlity looking for that mid control. Pertinax just dumping util all over the shop, expecting a faster approach from Saturlity. Not toxic. Sending the couple back onto Hippie. Finds him through that bottom banana smoke. 1-3 split now for Pertinax. Still with more defense here towards the A site. AIP get an opportunity to connect with the AWP. Octa as well going to be up on the balcony. So most players' positions known here, and now all three show their hand. Octa pulling that flash out. Oh, it's awkward. It's a bad flash for him. And the picks come through for Kratica instead. Straight up short. And with Nash going down, Saturlity. Surely they don't lose this one. Surely they tuck in and get it done. 1, 2, 3, swing together. Young Nicola going to be taking the head that he needed to. 11-7. Saturlity not backing down, not yet. That's huge. Off the back of the couple of rounds that have been super close, like 1v1, 1vx scenarios, you can see now that Pertinax economy is in a bit of a rough position. So much so that Nartoxic's gone down to the Nova. 21-13 and ripping this stick out. What can he do with a Nova? You can go to apartments if you can get up there. Close range weapon. MP9 there to try and finish what the Nova starts, and the Nova didn't start a thing. And the MP9 couldn't finish anything. Again, you've seen teams just fail again and again at taking this apartment's control aggressively as the CTs. Restyles will be all the way in with the 5-7. Radica tucked in the corner. Going to be found. Actually, that's the bomb on the ground. I thought Saturlity were going to be in pole position to close this one out. But just like that, Pertinax not bringing too much in. And that molly tick is going to be heard. Time on the clock for from NA to cook something up. And the bomb is just there for the taking. Restyles going for the flank angle. And the timing should favor him. Oh my lord. Beautiful timing on the flick back from NA. But AIP threading the needle into apartments just at the right time to trade. We'll give him a few match points to play with. 12 on the board. What have we got? 5 chances to close. As Saturlity now have to play for overtime if they want a chance at winning here on Inferno. Nicola given an opportunity from T-Stairs. But Saturlity all the way through their molly at Banana from an 8. Getting very frisky with the attempt at the entry. It's got some early utility from the CTs. What we got going on here? That bad CT smoke coming through. Nash in a power position to play across the top. And oh, the T's, they thought that they made a little tunnel, a little smoky tunnel. But Nartoxic was watching the perfect spot, the little gap in him. And off the back of all of this, Pertinax have managed to send AIP back towards the A site in time. From N8. The only rifle here to use is going to regroup with the pack. Heavy attention drawn towards apps, but it's the long wrap they need to worry about. AIP double scoped. Let's go back for seconds, but can't connect on a damn thing. And there is now space towards CT. Pertinax is aware of it. Nash, though, drawn towards the attention of the Deagle shot. And it's just going to be the XM in apps to try and hold. It's not the position you want to be in. Damage at the closest member, but hey, again, just trying to jump over that bar, trying to jump over the railing is going to take another victim. 12-8 should be the scoreline. Nah, Toxic. He loves going for these. But you look at the money, and he's got that A1S, which is going to be crucial into the next, and then on forward. There's some good-looking kegs, good-looking banana. You can see that there's less visual clutter here now, guys. Everything should be easier to see, especially on the walls. So if you're swinging as a CT, it should be easier to see any Ts just standing out in the open. I think it's a little... Is it a little tighter or a little wider now?
Terrorists win.
Can't remember what the other changes were, but most of it was visual. And see, we're playing... I think we watch on high settings. So sometimes you can't really see the changes. I feel like when you watch on low settings, there's a lot that can be seen. Well, I guess less that can be seen because everything's kind of blurred. Because we're degenerates that like frames per second. And that's okay. That's okay. That's what we need to run our high hertz monitors. I have got confirmation from one of our lovely observers that it is wider. Slightly wider banana now. Mid flashes coming through. Ineffective on the T's, but there's another. Or is that a Smokey's got cranked? Okay. Many flashes coming through. Missed opportunities. Octa going to be kicking himself. Oh. Gets it this time. Connects. And there's big work done on the Hovac and Hippie too. So you might see Pertinax closing things out on this lackluster buy. But we need to see some trades coming through, and Restyles is going to be doing just that. A chance for a couple of upgrades, and the lock in from Toxic to lock down the B site once more. Bomb on the ground, and young Nicola, I think he's disappointed. You see him walking, looks like he's taking his hand off the mouse. 1v4 to keep the dream alive, but Pertinax are winning with 5-7s to the look of it. Is it over? Are we ending things? Nicola, knifing in the smoke. Giving Pertinax some more audio cues. The smoke to fade shortly. So you to left. The only opportunity he's going to be given. Goes fleeting. P250. No chance at anymore. And that will be that. What a game. What a little bit of fun that was. And Counter-Strike, we love it. How good was that? 13-8. Pertinax showing us what they're capable of. The boys from Belgium taking a huge W. A huge W for Belgium this evening. And then, yeah, Serbia. Look, there were moments. There were definitely moments in there that showed us what they're capable of. But yeah, again, it comes down to the clutch factor. Which team is slightly winning those couple of rounds that they need to keep the economy intact. And the Serbians, unfortunately, just could not do that this evening. So that is going to be Pertinax. Moving on upwards in intermediate, which I can quickly try and grab the scoreboard up and tell you guys about. What do we got? We are Europe. We are not ECO. We are intermediate, regular season central. How far up were we? I think it was like 7-3. Let's see if I can find them quickly. Mate, no, there's too many teams. There's too many teams in this Europe bloody comps. We got like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of teams. So it's not even loading. There's too many teams that's not loading for me. That being said, look, they're somewhere. They're one win further up the leaderboard now, and that's what you got to love. So, hey, if you guys at home, one last call out for you. If you want to play Counter-Strike, if you want to get into the competitive scene, ESEA League is there for you. You can start it open, or maybe you can snatch a spot in any of these teams if you can find the right people, and you can climb all the way up towards ESL Pro League. Goes open, entry, intermediate, main, advanced, challenger, and then Pro League. And now we have some other little areas where you can make your way to challenger with the ESEA elites and such, as well as the lands at DreamHack to make it the Pro League. But hey, that's going to be coming up a little later. I think there's more information getting released shortly on all of this on your screen. But I'd like to say thank you one more time for joining us here this evening for ESEA League Season 54. I love you guys. Thanks for joining me. And thanks for watching some grassroots Counter-Strike. It's what it's all about. These guys could be the next big names someday. But thank you again for joining us. We'll see you next time for ESEA League. Have a good night.
The only ones. We're not 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 the only ones. Days gone. I won't waste another one. Oh, that darkness, it won't set me back again. Oh, I'm not asleep or awake. I won't let the future escape. Take me back to you. We're not the only ones. We're not the only ones. We're
la 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 la. Yeah. Your life hits hard, but I hit right back. I never back down, I keep it on track. It's the same day with no problems. I keep rising from the bottom, 'cause when the sun comes up and I look around, I can feel that love, I can hear that sound. They're never gonna hold me down, I'm higher than the ceiling now. And then I need to worry about, 'cause I got no problems. I know it's gonna be alright, it's getting better every time. Nobody's gonna kill my vibe, 'cause I got no problems. Yes, every day was a war. Yeah, it kinda took a while. When they tell me I should stay, I just jump with a smile. Yeah, it's hard until you notice. Everybody's got their moment. When the sun comes up and I look around, I can feel that love, I can hear the sound. Listen up. They're never gonna hold me down, I'm higher than the ceiling now. And then I need to worry about, 'cause I got no problems. I know it's gonna be alright, it's getting better every time. Nobody's gonna kill my vibe, 'cause I got no problems. 'Cause I got no problems. 'Cause I got no problems. Do you feel a little down? Say it. No problems. Let you in, but you out. Sing it. No problems. They're never gonna hold me down, I'm higher than the ceiling now. Have none I need to worry about, 'cause I got no problems. They're never gonna hold me down, I'm higher than the ceiling now. Have none I need to worry about, 'cause I got no problems. I know it's gonna be alright, it's getting better every time. Nobody's gonna kill my vibe, 'cause I got no problems. You feel like something new, you feel like something, you feel like something new, you feel like something. Don't just stop it, doing what you do. When I lay back, holding on to you. Feel like something new, yeah. Got my senses here on overload. All my body is for you to hold. Feel like something new, yeah. And I never thought that you got me wanting. Never thought that never thought that never thought that that I'll be saying you feel more like a dream, yeah. You feel like something new, you feel like something, you feel like something new, you feel like something. I feel like I'm in another galaxy.